After making over $500,000 in the online space, after being in this space for over 3 years, after mentoring over 300 people to make money online, after networking with multi millionaires, high level entrepreneurs, and people that have been in industries like this for multiple years, there's one thing that I truly believe is the most instrumental thing into taking you from being able to be a normal average Joe to be that successful person. Because for context, I'm someone where before this, I hadn't run a business, I hadn't made any money online, I was in university, I was a normal kid, normal person, borderline skills. I was low key into self improvement, but there's one thing that ultimately shifted my mindset and taught and brought me to the person I am today. Who's that person that consistently makes money online and is traveling all over the world right now? I'm in Bali, networking with entrepreneurs on a daily, drinking coconuts, working, going to beach clubs, just enjoying my life on a day-to-day basis. And there's one thing that I truly believe is the most important thing that's allowed me to do this, and it is the mindset shift. Genuinely. And you may think, Yomi, what are you talking about? Mindset shift, mindset's always talked about in self-improvement. Mindset's the most important thing. Of course, everybody knows this. But no, I don't mean just making your mindset better and reading Atomic Habits and getting a little bit of better habits on a day-to-day basis. I mean fully, truly committing your life to it. Because that's what I'm doing right now. Like, yes, I'm in Bali. I'm in beautiful beaches. I'm in beautiful villas. And I'm living the life of someone that would only dream of. However, my life is truly committed to my business. My life is truly committed into making money, into bettering myself, into becoming a free man. Because that's my purpose. There's no kind of two ways about it. It's no half on this, half on that. No, I'm truly committed. And one of my good business owner friends that makes about 100 grand a month in Manchester actually brought this to my attention the other day. He said that he's truly committed. His life, there's no half-hearted, there's no days off. You're truly committed. Even in the days where you're not doing anything, you're still just thinking about it. So if you're someone and you're starting to think about getting into the online space, you're starting to think about, wanting to make money online and making that potential shift and that jump into this online world, just ask yourself a question. Are you ready to truly commit your life into this? Because there's people that will be able to do that. There'll be people that competitors of yours that will be able to fully, truly commit. So if you're not a person that's willing to truly commit, how can you expect the results? One thing I say on a daily basis to people that are trying to get into the online space is that being a digital nomad, being someone that is able to do things like what I'm doing now, is very unusual. It's abnormal. It's not normal at all whatsoever. So if something's abnormal, if something's unusual, and you want to get to that point, you've got to do what a normal person wouldn't be willing to do, because this is abnormal. This is unusual. The inputs you've got to do have to be different to what a normal person would do. Therefore, you can't just half-heart something. You can't just come home from work and have a little look at it. You have to fully, truly commit. Because how on earth are you going to get to a situation like me when there's people like me who are fully committed? If you're not ready to fully commit and there's someone else that's ready to fully commit, how on earth do you expect to beat them? Because especially in the industry that I'm in, which is sales, it's performance-based. So there's no getting lucky. There's no talent beats effort. No, every single day of the week, effort beats talent. So in this space, especially that I'm in with the sales space, the guys that work hard get the results. So if you're someone that's like thinking, I don't know if I'm ready to commit or not. And by the way, when I say ready to commit and dedicating your life, I don't mean you have to fully drop everything, your girlfriend, your friends, your life, your family, your work. Of course not. There's that transition period. That's the whole point of it. However, you need to fully shift your mindset instead of thinking, I hope this works, or maybe this works, is how am I going to make this work? When is this going to work? When this works, changing your language, changing your whole persona, changing your beliefs, and not just saying it, actually truly believing it. Because, for example, when I think back to myself, when I started this, when I was working in River Island, and I thought, I can't see this happening for the rest of my life. I can't work in this job for the rest of my life. I will not be happy. I'll be depressed. So in my head, it wasn't an option of failure. It genuinely wasn't an option. It had to be done. Because I knew the other side to this reality was continuing working in this job that I hated for years and years on end and hating my life. And if there's one thing that I am, it's an egotistical, proud man. So I cannot go through life accepting that I've coped and being in a position where I knew that I could have done better, especially when I'm competitive and I can see other people living my dream life. That's not something I would settle for. So I needed to truly, truly believe within myself that this was going to work. No other option. There's no if, there's no but, there's no when. It's how. How am I going to make this work? It's only a matter of time, genuinely. That's what changed for me when I had that mindset shift. And the people that come into this space that I teach, that I mentor, that I speak to, that I network with, they all say they fully commit. And like I said, this doesn't mean all your time. This means their mental game is all in this space. It means the content they consume, the books they read, the music they listen to, the people they speak to, the kind of rooms they want to get into. It's all towards the same purpose. It's all driving them in the same way, which is the same direction, which is forward, right? For me and my brother, we had no option. Think about it like this. Our mum had my brother when she was 19. She had me when she was 21. She was a single mother. Our dad lived in Nigeria. Didn't have to pay my mum any money because he lived overseas, right? So she was just on her own. She didn't want to live in a council house. So what she did, she worked her arse off to make sure me and my brother had a roof over our head and food on our plate, right? So she's working in Costa and all these shitty jobs, care, nurseries, all sorts of jobs where she hated just to get by. And by the time we got to the age of 18 and 20 or whatever, however old we was, we realised our mum didn't have a pension. So what that means is when she comes to the age of retirement, she's going to have zero. She's going to have a zilch. So it was actually not even a choice that me and my brother had to become successful. It was actually, we had no other option, or our mum would go homeless when she retires. What's the alternative? We become successful, our mum doesn't have to be homeless, or we be bums and our mum has to be homeless. That's not really an option, is it? It's like if someone's got a gun to your mum's head and says you have to become successful in the next year right now, you will do it. If you love your mum, you will do it no matter what. And you say, oh, I don't know how, you will find a way because that mentality will shift. It will become a matter of how. It won't become a matter of how, like when, why, whatever. It will become a matter of how because you will be so determined and focused on the goal that nothing else matters. It's like everything gets blurred out. So for me, when people start talking about all these things and like the risk, the doubt, everything gets blurred out because it's that straight line of thinking, what is the alternative universe here? Say you're in a job you hate. The alternative universe is you continue in the job you hate, hating your life. Can anybody be okay with that as a man? As a woman as well, like no disrespect, you cannot be okay with living a life that you don't enjoy. And if that's not the case, if it's just you slightly dislike it, just think about in 20 years' time, are you going to have the same question yourself? And I think everybody owes it to themselves to really give them the shot, really give that shot. And I think that all comes from the mindset shift. And this is not going to happen overnight, of course. You're not just going to watch this video and suddenly have that mindset shift, but it's something that you've got to program your mind into doing. Yes, reading books will help. Yes, watching content will help, but actionably doing things on a day-to-day basis. Actionable steps. That's what you need to do to change your mind. It's not just going to happen overnight, like I said. But something's got to give or you will continue being average. And if you're okay with that, fine. But the biggest piece of advice I can tell you from making over $500,000 in the last couple of years in this space, from speaking to hundreds of people in this space, from networking with multi-millionaires, this is the one thing I find in common traits with every single person. Their mindset is untouchable.